Hey everybody, welcome back to ConductorPlugin.com. In today's video, we're going to talk all about sidebars. What sidebars mean to Conductor, what sidebars mean to your WordPress site, what sidebars mean to you, and how we kind of leverage sidebars with Conductor. First and foremost, Conductor is different. It works on any theme because we use sidebars and because we use widgets. We're not saving theme-specific data into Conductor, which means that you can take it from theme to theme and theoretically keep the same layout as you move from theme to theme, as long as the theme is fairly coded well to sort of WordPress standards. So let's take a look at what that looks like. In this theme, we're looking at a content sidebar layout right here, right? So in most cases, if somebody has a home page, a page called home set to the home page for their WordPress website, and on the right-hand side, they've got a couple widgets dropped into the sidebar. So let's take a look at that in the widget section. This is just core WordPress stuff. This has nothing to do with Conductor. Really, this is your primary sidebar. Most WordPress themes have a primary sidebar, and you have your widgets in there. Now, the biggest difference, or the biggest learning curve to Conductor, is we are going to override your default sidebars, your default layout, with our own. And we do that so you can have those different content layouts. So let's take a look at that. And normally I do this in the front end, but I'm going to show you in both places. So in the back end of Conductor, under Conductor Options, you can conduct any page post or archive page, just like you do in the front end. So here, we'll take a look at our blog. That's what our front page, because that's what I have set up. I have a page called Home. It's promoted to the front. Right now, Conductor's disabled on that page, as you saw. Probably best if I open up two tabs. As you saw, this is my home page. Now, I'm going to give that home page a full width layout. Simply clicking on the full width. I have all these other options, content sidebar, sidebar content, all that fun stuff. We'll get to that. So let's go ahead and save options. Now that page has been conducted, right? We can go click right to it. If you click this conduct button right here, that'll quickly bring you to your page, but we already have it loaded here. So let's just go ahead and refresh. Now you have welcome to Conductor, right? First thing first, your content is safe and sound, which means if we disabled Conductor on this page, we wouldn't lose the content that's there. So what does that look like? We'll disable Conductor. We'll hit Save Options. We'll refresh. And our content's back. We don't delete the content. We don't remove it. We just override the WordPress loop in technical terms and give it our own loop with our own sidebars. So let's go ahead and hit that one more time. We'll save options. And under what will happen, not only will the front page, so we can see that one more time, load up Conductor, but you'll see this extra sidebar that was created called front page content, right? Let's go back to the front page. Let's customize this. Let's go to the widget section, and there is our special Conductor sidebar. Right? These are all the other sidebars that are available that you can add stuff to in this particular theme. But as you can note here by the Conductor sort of icon and front page content label, that's this front page content label right there, front page content label right here. And now I have the ability to go ahead and add a widget in here. It could be a default WordPress widget, or it could be the Conductor widget. We're giving you the option to add in widgets wherever you want. So let's go ahead and add in the Conductor widget. We'll just do this real quick. There are other videos that sort of show this at its finest, but I'll just kind of go right through what I would normally do. Right, so now I quickly build this layout. That's the 4 most recent blog posts, clean up some of the content not being shown, and the continue reading button, do all that fun stuff. There's my layout. I'm going to save this so I can show you the back end. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the widget area. And you can see dynamically, that's the widget we dropped in. We just created this widget in the front end. It's putting this in the back end, traditional WordPress way. Again, this gives you the ability to move from theme to theme, and it's all in our front page content sidebar, which is loaded right here. Next thing that usually comes about when somebody says, oh, okay, how do I get my sidebar back? Like, I think I want these 4 posts like you had it across, but I still want my sidebar. It's not a problem. Conductor layout, switch that, add that sidebar back. Now you have a sidebar to play with, okay? So let's save, publish that. Let's go back to the dashboard. And this is a very common thing. So now you'll see our front page primary sidebar shows up. There's our content where we put our conductor widget in before. Our primary sidebar, excuse me, is here. Now remember when we had primary sidebar loaded before, maybe we want to drag and drop our widgets back, right? We like the widgets we had before. We still want to display them. That's not a problem. You can drag them right and put them in here. You probably want to recreate and put those widgets in the primary sidebar again so that they display throughout the rest of your site in the primary sidebar. But just for this example, we'll move those to our front page primary sidebar. That automatically saves. Let's close out of this, and when I close out of this, the page should refresh, and there are our widgets back into our primary sidebar, right? And it's that easy. That's the difference, right? So what I hope I showed you in this video are the differences between sidebars, and I'm going to show one more example, and this time showing that you don't always have to use Conductor for the layout, right? So if you have a layout that you're happy with and you have a widget or sidebar area loaded in your theme in some particular place that you want to drop in Conductor, that's 90% of the power of Conductor is contained in the Conductor widget. So what does that look like? So first and foremost, let's just customize this homepage one more time. We are going to disable the Conductor layout. Disable. Now we're back to our original homepage minus the widgets that I moved before, but that's okay. We're going to do something a little bit more fun here with Conductor. Small space, but let's just drop in some Conductor widget action. Going to do something a little interesting here. We're going to say many posts. If you have the display pack for Conductor, you can do something like a table. And let's just hide all of this stuff. And then say read now. Save that. Give that a second to go ahead and refresh. And there you have it. That is another use case for Conductor. And actually, let me give that a title just to really polish it off. Give it a widget title. So it's a perfect way to, this is just the traditional WordPress sidebar that's there. And I can add in and style Conductor however I want in any sidebar. You don't necessarily always need to use the Conductor layouts if you choose not to. Not a problem. Use the power of the Conductor widget and know that you could always return back to your Conductor layout if you so choose. So that's the who, what, when, where, why, how of Conductor sidebars and your WordPress sidebars and widgets. Hope that helps. If you have any other questions, it's conductorplugin.com/contact.